Butter go crazy.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy T, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And it's week 4, and we on waiver wires, guys. And again, I'm feeling a lot better. So let's get on. I know I didn't have a video for yesterday for early waiver wires, but I just got regular waivers for you today, guys. And I'm gonna try to do later on today. I'm gonna try to do early starts and sits for you because I like doing that early, guys. So with no further ado, let me see what I got in the comment section. Do I got anybody? We got 3 people in the chat as in right now. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start with your waiver wires. Let's start with the quarterback position. And the first quarterback, guys, I feel like that you should be targeting off waivers is Jared Goff. Again, and I talked about him in week 3. Guys, he hit this team is really good. Yes, DeAndre Swift went down. Yes, Amon-Ra could be down with an ankle injury, but I still think Jared Goff is good enough to still have a good fantasy week. Remember, this is a streaming quarterback. This is not a guy that you're going to just start every week. All right, moving on. The next guy is Jimmy Garoppolo. Low floor, low ceiling, but safe floor, guys. He's going to get better with this offense. We know what Jimmy can do. If you need to get by, you got a quarterback that's not doing too well. You have Jameis, you don't feel good. If you want to go to a safer guy, somebody like Jimmy, I think that's okay. Jimmy's going to be good. You know what he's been doing with the San Francisco 49ers for what, 2 to 3 years? So I think he's fine. Next, guys, is Cooper Rush. Yes, guys, Cooper Rush. And I think Cooper Rush is a good streamable quarterback this week, too. And this is actually it's a quarterback controversy going on in Dallas because he's playing so well. And I'm a Cowboy fan, and I believe it is. I don't care about what Dak's done in the past. He needs to play better. You just don't get paid and go out there and be average. We're not going to tolerate that in Dallas. So Cooper Rush, I want him to keep playing good. And if they don't bring Dak Prescott back, I'm okay with that. If Cooper Rush can go out here and win us 4 or 5 games. So, guys, Cooper Rush, he's going to be safe for you, and he's going also getting better, especially with his weapon, Noah Brown, being on the practice squad for the years together. He's making CD Lamb look like a number 1 receiver, even though I believe he's a better number 2 wide receiver. So Cooper Rush will be fine, guys. Let's move on. I got 2 more guys for you. Next guy, guys, and remember to hit the like button as you come in, guys. The next guy is Ryan Tannehill, guys. Yes, Ryan Tannehill. And the reason why I like Ryan Tannehill off the waivers, guys, is because he's a safe guy. He's a veteran. He can turn the ball over, but he has a really good coach and he has a really good system with Derrick Henry running the ball. So this guy is just safe, right? Sometimes we're not looking for nobody to come and score 40 points, 50 points. Sometimes it's hard to get that, right? So sometimes you just take a guy that's going to give you a safe floor, don't turn the ball over, give you 2 touchdowns. And I believe Ryan Tannehill is one of the safest guys doing that. Next, guys, is Daniel Jones. Yes, guys, Daniel Jones. And I love Daniel Jones because I like Dayball, his head coach, his offensive coordinator. Daniel Jones didn't look bad against Dallas. They just had some turnovers. I believe, just like I said, guys, it's a quarterback. It's hard to find a waiver wire quarterback. But if you got to, you can go to Daniel Jones. Now, out of these 5 guys, between Jared Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo, Cooper Rush, Ryan Tannehill, Daniel Jones, that I like is for the safest is Ryan Tannehill. For the highest floor out of these guys, I'd probably go with Cooper Rush. But the safest guy is Ryan Tannehill, guys. So let's move on, guys. Let's go to my tight ends. Tight ends is a little better, but, it is what it is. The first tight end is from the Giants. It's Daniel Bellinger. He's a rookie. And, guys, he's a starting tight end. Even though this system's not built around tight ends, he's still getting good targets because of the way the system is built. And so Daniel Bellinger is a guy that I'm okay with using just to get through the week, especially if I'm streaming tight end. He's getting 6-7 targets. So guys, Daniel Bellinger is an okay guy to have. Next, guys, is Cameron Brate, and he's Tom Brady tight end. So anytime you Tom Brady's tight end, you a streamable guy. Tom Brady loves tight ends. Even if you're not an upper echelon tight end, he still will target you. So Cameron Brate is a really good target for Tampa Bay because Tom Brady's his quarterback. That's just what it is. Next, guys, is Robert Tonyan. And I think Robert Tonyan, the value is going through the roof. I think this guy ceiling is about to be booming, guys. He's getting better. He's with Aaron Rodgers, who's getting more accommodated with these young wide receivers. But Robert Tonyan is the veteran, and I feel like he's going to target the veteran because he's just more familiar with them. But these young guys are going to grow too when we get to them later. But I love Robert Tonyan. He's my favorite tight end streamable guy this week, guys, for week 4. Next, guys, is Isaiah Likely, and I've been talking about him for a few weeks now. Isaiah Likely, guys, is really good. He just young. He just got to learn the position. He doesn't really play the regular tight end spot. He's more like a hybrid tight end. I think this guy's going to be good for you really later in the season. So I think you want to go and pick him up and stash him. I don't really like talking about stashes on waiver wire, but I got to kind of bring up some stash guys because I don't want you to bid on them. So, guys, Likely's more for stash, but I'm still calling him out on the waivers. Go get him. And last but not least, guys, he's probably on your waivers. He shouldn't be, but I've been talking about him all year. Is David Njoku. Guys, I'm not taking a victory over no 1 week. That just kind of proved to me what I already thought, guys. I think David Njoku is the tight end that you're going to want going forward in this offense, guys. I think this guy is not a waiver wire guy. This is a starter. This is a top 12 tight end guy. So, guys, I love David Njoku, and I'm going to keep talking about him. It doesn't matter if he's hitting or not. I'm stashing, guys. And remember, it's fantasy, guys. Just don't automatically get off guys because they give you 2 bad weeks. If they are focal points of their offenses, you got to hold on to them. Same thing with Kyle Pitts. Even though he's not a waiver wire guy, you hold on to this guy. You don't drop him because you get mad. You hold on to him. You know that the coaches want to use him, right? That's how guys end up beating you in the fantasy playoffs because you like, oh, I dropped him because he dudded me. He dudded me. And that guy will pick him up and play you in week 13 or 14 and whoop you, and then you sit around pouting mad with your lips stuck out. Why? Because you dropped the guy. Don't drop guys. Just hold on to him for a little bit until you have to go make that move to win in the fantasy playoffs. If they got the bag, they got the targets, right? The offense is built around these guys. David Njoku got $50 million. They building this team around him. All right, guys, let's move on to my wide receivers. And the first wide receiver, guys, is Greg Dortch. Yes, guys, Greg Dortch. And guys, no matter, even if this team is not scoring a lot of touchdowns, Kyler Murray can wheel and deal. So these wide receivers is getting a lot of value. Marquise Brown, he's not a waiver wire guy, but he can score a touchdown, but he still had a lot of catches and yards. So that's good for fantasy. Same thing with Greg Dortch. They don't got to score touchdowns. So until D-Hop come back, Greg Dortch is a great streamable wide receiver. I think he's a wide receiver 2. Yes, not a wide receiver 3 or a flex, or wide receiver 2 playing with Kyler Murray because Kyler Murray is tossing the ball around the yard. And that's the type of guys that I like. I love that safe floor. When they have bad fantasy weeks like they did this past week, they still can score a lot of points. Those are the type of guys that I like to target because I feel like they're just safe. All right, moving on, guys. Next is Zay Jones, and I got to give him some credit. I thought his career was kind of over. He was like a journeyman man. But he seemed to found himself here with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I think Trevor Lawrence is willing and dealing with him. So I think he's a good wide receiver 3 guy. So Zay Jones, guys, you can pick him up and start him. There's a lot of weapons on Jacksonville that people need to pick up because they're going to start hitting. So I love Zay Jones, guys. Next, guys, is Romeo Dodds. Yes, Romeo Dodds, guys, from the Green Bay Packers. And he's looking good. I still think Christian Watson is a great stash for the big play, but Romeo Dubs is going to get a lot more targets than all these other guys. He's showing that I'm the young stud here. Sammy Watkins is old. I think Aaron Rodgers is learning to trust Romeo. So this is the guy that I want to target right now for this week for the Green Bay Packers is Romeo Dodds. Next, guys, is Devonte Parker, and he's boom a bunch. It is what it is. This guy can come out here and give you 30 points, and the next week can give you 3 points. So it is what it is. If you want a guy that can boom and you can get a little cute on your lineup, then go with Devonte Parker. I think he's a big play guy. I don't think he's safe at all. No floor. Next guys is Noah Brown. Guys, and I know you better have Noah Brown. This guy, I think he's going to surprise a lot of people this year. He looked really good, especially with Cooper Rush being the quarterback. When Dak get back, I don't know if Dak gets the job, but if Dak's back, maybe I'll reassess it. But while Cooper Rush out there, Noah Brown to me looks like the number one. CeeDee Lamb is more talented, but Noah Brown and Cooper Rush has more chemistry. Last but not least, guys, is Alec Pierce from the Indianapolis Colts, and I just love his big playability. It's open after Michael Pittman, guys. It's an open committee, like in this wide receivers. So Alec Pierce can come out here and take that role, that number 2 wide receiver position. Nobody's filled that role yet. It's Michael Pittman and nobody. So I think Alec Pierce could be that guy to take that role. All right, guys, so let's go on to the running backs. Last but not least, but our favorites, right? So I'm going to first mention Justice Hill. I don't think that he's got a really great role, especially when Gus Edwards comes back, but I think he has a little nice role right now. You know, it's something that if you got a long shot, you don't have nobody to start, you can go get Justice Hill, and at least he'd be getting you some snaps. Right, but I'm not saying this guy's the number 1 waiver wire guy, but I think he's okay. He's getting snaps, and 2 Gus Edwards coming back. J.K. Dobbins is still limited. He's getting some snaps too. So Justice Hills is just another guy, guys, but he's getting snaps. It's hard to find running backs on the waiver wires from week to week. All right, let's move on. And the next guy, this is the guy. He got the sauce right here. He's probably the number 1 waiver guy. It's Khalil Herbert. He's probably not out there if people are smart, but Khalil Herbert, guys, is good. And I've been talking about Khalil Herbert all year. I never was that high on David Montgomery. Guys, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content, guys. But I never was that high on David Montgomery. Not because David Montgomery sucks. It's just he's not explosive. He runs hard, and that's fine. But Khalil Herbert is a little bit more explosive. And I just feel like they're ready to move on from David Montgomery. So Khalil Herbert, guys, is just a younger guy that I felt was a little bit more explosive, kind of like Zeke and Tony Pollard. So Khalil Herbert, guys, is the guy that you need to go get. I would spend if you had a losing record right now, I would spend over 50% of my fab to get this guy to get me a win. If you are over 500 and you feel good about your team, I would say 35% to make sure these guys don't get them for free, right? So that's what I would spend as fab. And waiver wire 1 priority, I'm going to get him. I'm not just going to leave this guy out there for anybody, especially if I need a running back. But it's like I said, guys, that's why I always tell y'all to go sign up for my OnlyFans, because there's so many different scenarios over there on OnlyFans. You can tell me your position or what's going on, and I can better assess it. Yes, guys, moving on. The next guy is Craig Reynolds. Now, listen, he's not Jamal Williams, and Jamal Williams is on this list, but he shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure he's already handcuffed. He's already stashed. He's already been played. But Craig Reynolds is the backup. He's going to kind of be like the DeAndre Swift to Jamal Williams, since DeAndre Swift hurt his shoulder again, and it's going to be out for a couple of weeks. So Craig Reynolds is a guy that can have some big explosive runs. Long shot play, but it's okay play. It's okay. If you got a little wiggle room, you want to get cute, this is what I call getting cute in fantasy. And sometimes it's called for you to get cute, right? So Craig Reynolds is a guy that I feel like I would play and try to get ahead and to have an edgy play. I think he's explosive. I think he runs hard, but I do love Jamal Williams. So, gosh, go get Jamal Williams. I mean, he's probably the second best. Other than Khalil Herbert, I think Jamal Williams, because Khalil Herbert, I think, can last longer throughout the whole season, where I feel like I feel like Craig Reynolds and Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift was coming back, and they won't have that lease like that. But I feel like Khalil Herbert can be the whole year. All right, guys, let's move on. My next guy is RGP Ryan, and I've been stashing him because Joe Mixon has always been volatile. You know, Joe Mixon is a good, hard runner, but and he's talented, but he just nicked up. He's been used so much, he had surgery. So I like RGP Ryan, and maybe they rotate these guys. Maybe Joe Mixon don't get all the carries, and maybe Samadri get enough role for you to start him. It's up to you. We got to wait. It's early in the week. We got to wait and figure out what's going to happen. But I think you need to go ahead tonight and go try to pick up RGP Ryan. I'm not spending a lot of waiver priority on him, but I'm going to spend a decent amount on him if I need a running back, 20% or so, right? Let's move on, guys. Next is Jamil White. And again, this is kind of another stash waiver wire guy. But Josh Jacobs is on a matter of time for an injury. And I'm not wishing on no injury or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But just we know Josh Jacobs, his history. So it's only a matter of time before somebody come in, Jamil White come in and have a nice role. So this is a guy that you don't want to leave out to the waivers where everybody got to have this bidding war. You stash him and make them find him on your team. They're like, man, I missed him, right? This is what you do. So you go ahead and pick up Jamil White now. Next, guys, is J.D. McKissick. Listen, I love Antonio Gibson, but I'm not going to hate on no players. I keep it real. A lot of people tell you I don't, but it is what it is. I may be, whatever I might say may be crazy, but I believe it. So it is what it is. But anyway, J.D. McKissic, guys, is a guy that when they get down, he's going to get 7 or 8 targets. He's going to catch the ball. So if they trailing, J.D. McKissic's going to catch a lot of balls. It's so many mouths to feed here on Washington. I don't know what to tell you. But if you needed a spot start, J.D. McKissic would be okay. But they got Curtis Samuel, they got Johan Dotson, they got Terry McLaurin, they got Logan Thomas, Antonio Gibson, they got Brian Robinson trying to come back. There's so many mouths to feed over here. It is what it is, guys. So J.D. McKissic's just a name, but he do get targets when they down. And last but not least, guys, is Alexander Madison. Reason why I don't got Alexander Madison is my number one guy. I don't know how much time he gonna get. Is Dalvin Cook always can come back off the show. He could come back this week, but he might not. But either way, Alexander Madison is a good spot start. If you want to get him, it is what it is. Most of the time, people already had him handcuffed. He's the number one handcuff from year to year because of how volatile the Dalvin Cook is, guys. Okay, so let me get to the chat. Let me drink me some water here. Guys, remember to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Let me see. Ian says, if the Saints quarterback Winston injuries makes him unavailable, who is the better stash? Taysom Hill or Red Rifle? Red Rifle. Taysom Hill is not going to get the full-time quarterback job anymore, I don't believe. Mike, he said, bro, what's going on with you, bro? And Gabriel says, hey, 2TD and the best fantasy community. He said, injuries hit me hard so far. First, Dak, now Swift. Gladly, I drafted Herbert and other handcuffs like Rashad White and Warren, but more injuries would kill me. Yeah, bro. That's how you got to do. Fantasy is always to keep working at waivers, man. Got to keep working waivers because injuries going to happen. It's fantasy. We can never complain about injuries. I know you're not, bro, because I know you're a really great fantasy player. But, yeah, man, you're doing a great job. I love how you already had Herbert. I said Herbert. So that's good, bro. You're going to be fine. Mike says Wandale over Tony. Yes, I'm trying to stash both of them until I find out what's happening, right? I haven't dropped either one of them because I know that eventually they're going to get a roll. One of them. Mike says, hit the likes. Yes, sir. And Matt Galloway said, what's good, bro? Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. And Gable says, P.S. I'm live at the London game on Sunday. Okay, hope Thomas, Landry, and Cook will play. I know that's right. Yes, sir, bro. You're going to have a ball. Yes, sir. My homie from overseas. And Josh Combs says, I have Hawkinson as my starter, but I'm on waiver trying to pick up Dalton Schultz for Hurts. A guy in my league dropped him because he was questionable. Is that a great pickup? Yes, it is. Because Dalton Schultz ain't going to be out. It's not a bad – I don't think it's a tear on his PCL. I think he just injured. So he's a great stash. So he said, I have Hawkinson as my starter, but I'm on the waiver trying to pick up Dalton Schultz for Hurts. Yes. Dalton Schultz is be fine, bro. He's a great stash, even though you got Hawkinson right now for your starters. Yeah, that's a great pickup. Ian Taylor says, thanks for the advice on Cameron Brate. I'm going to pick him up anytime, bro. He's just alone. He ain't no, oh my God, he's going to kill top 12. But he's a guy that I rather play than a lot of other guys. You know, right? This is a waiver wire video. So, yep, bro. Thank you, bro. Anytime. There you go. That's my homie Ronald. What's up, bro? He said, what up, brother? And Gable says, deep sleeper, Bellinger of the Giants will Shepard out for sore torn ACL. Yes, Bellinger going to be a nice little sleeper tight end getting targets, right? That's all you can hope for off the waivers is guys that's going to get targets. JC says, hope y'all grab Conklin because he won't be out here anymore. He won't. I don't know if I want Zach Wilson throwing him the ball. I think that's more of a Joe Flacco thing, but you definitely got to pick up Conklin. He said, what up, bro? What up, bro? Yes, sir. Sawyer, what's going on, Sawyer? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. This is a great fantasy football community. Glad to see you here. He says, I am 0-3 with Herbie, Najee, Cook, Amon-Ra, Jamal Andrews, and Aaron Jones. Who should I trade and for who? I say trade Cook. And I'll try to go get Connor or somebody like that and another person. I'll try to package a deal. I try to get one of my big guys. I'm not trading Jamal, Mark Andrews, or Amon-Ra. I'm probably not even Najee unless I could get two running backs like Alvin Kamara. Can you get Alvin Kamara or Derrick Henry? Other than that, I'm holding on to Najee. But yeah, bro, for as the question on YouTube, that's the best I can do for you. But I think you got a solid team. I'll just be patient. Or maybe get rid of Aaron Jones since he in the split back and get somebody who you think is going to be safe all out through the season, bro. Yep, great question, though, sorry. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Glad to see you here. Great fantasy football community. Josh Cone says, I'm dropping Justin Fields for Dak. Hopefully, I don't regret that. I'm dropping Justin Fields. No, you're not going to regret that. Do you suggest stash Hopkins? Yes, stash Hopkins. He's a great stash, Josh. Man, I love Justin Fields, but you might not can't stash it. I'm stashing. I'm not dropping him. I think I'm gonna need his legs later in the season. That's just me. So I play the long game. If I can help it. If I'm, still because I'm pretty good in most of my leagues. I'm 2-1. Very few leagues. I think only 2 leagues I'm 0 for in. So yeah, man. I would try to hold on to Justin Fields, but if you have to go get Dak, I would do that. Man, but Dak might even have a job. In a vacuum, bro, it's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Justin Fields can't hold up to no Dak. So, yes, if you need to go get Dak, go do it. And Ray said, what's up, bro? What's your take on Juju? Man, I'm not that high on Juju. I think he's a safe target. I think he's going to get a lot of targets, get catches. I don't think he's going to have any boom. He might have some touchdown weeks. I think he's outside the top 24 in fantasy. He did fine this week. I'm just not that high on him, bro. It is what it is. And ain't no fantasy player is terrible. It just depends on what week and if they start him, right? But I'm just not high on Juju compared to a lot of other guys. I actually would rather stash Sky more for later in the season. We're trying to win championships, right? We also got to get wins. You should have teams. You should be working the waiver wires to get wins. But Juju, as far as counting on him to win you a fantasy championship, I doubt it. It could happen. Let me see. Matt Mike said, hit the likes. Yes, sir, guys. Let's get the likes up. We got 18 people in here. Let's get the likes up, guys. Clamps, what's going on, Clamp? Long time no see, bro. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm pretty sure you ain't, though. I'm pretty sure I've seen you before. He said, should I accept this trade? I'm receiving Aaron Jones for Kareem Hunt and Mike Williams. I'm going to say no. I wouldn't accept that trade. I'm not from a split back committee. Dean James Talley, there you go. He said, start Devontae Smith over Jefferson or Diggs or Water. No, not over no Jefferson or Diggs or Water. Or is it too cute? That's too cute, bro. That's too cute. You got to find another way to get Devontae in there. You can't sit Jefferson or Diggs or Water. I just can't do it, bro. Even though that's a great guy to play. Yep, that's a great question, though, Dean James. I love the way you preface it with the too cute. Yes, sir. Let's get the likes up, guys. Mr. Anderson said, what up, bro? What up? Yes, sir. Josh Cone said, do you start Deontay Johnson every week with these quarterback shenanigans? You got to. You got to start your bell cows. You got to start your studs. Got to. It's too cute to do that in fantasy. You will always get disappointed doing that. Always. I did that a couple times early in my fantasy playing days. I was like, oh, this is the perfect matchup because this guy is playing the weakest defense. And I got killed most of the time doing that. You got to play your studs, especially if you drafted in the first, second, third round, even fourth and fifth. I'm starting those guys until I see otherwise, right? But Deontay ain't see. I got to start Deontay. He ain't dropping a lot of balls right now. It's all about Mitchell Trubisky. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, he's big Kenny Pickett. It's my number one stash guy. And this is not the stash video, but that's for later in the week. When I do my stash video, Kenny Pickett's coming in. And you're going to want to have these Pittsburgh Steelers when Kenny Pickett get in there, bro. Remember I said that. Fields is killing me. He killing me too, bro. He's killing me too. We're just going to have to do what we got to do. Stash him or drop him or do what you got to do to win. Yep. Josh Cone said facts. Yep. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yep. And Aladdin says pick up Winston or Mariota. Wilson ain't on shit. Winston, I'm going to say Mariota. Great safe floor. Mariota. Wilson, man, we're going to have to wait. I'll stash him just to see because he could get better, bro. But you're right. Wilson is nothing to be waiting on. I get you. And Ronald says Juju high floor, low ceiling. I agree. I agree with that. I like the way you put that, Ronald. He's right. But 9 points, 10 points, 11 points. That's what he's going to do for you. And he have a couple weeks. He might give you 19, 20, a couple weeks. That's what he is. Ronald said it the best. Ronald says Hardman is the opposite, all ceiling, no floor. He's right. He's killed it again. That's what he is. If you play him, he can give you 3 or he can give you 33. Yep. And Ronald says, do that read. Okay. Let me see. That trade. Okay. And Mike says DK over Waddle and Bateman. I like DK over Waddle. I mean, I like DK as a player over Waddle and Bateman. I just can't say do it in fantasy yet. I'm not dropping no DK. See, me, I can't tell y'all what I do because I know that it's going to bother y'all to tell y'all to play fantasy the way I do. And so I kind of give you, I don't give you no consensus or it's nothing safe, but I want you to at least have like some common sense about fantasy. This is cutting edge to do that, but I'm not going to tell guys to do that. Waddle and Bateman are still got a lot of upside. I'm playing those guys, but to me, I'm playing all three of these guys in my lineups. I got a couple of lineups where I got these three guys: DK, Waddle, and Bateman. And I'm playing them. DK, I've been talking about DK all year. I don't care nothing about Geno Smith. DK gonna be fine. Geno's gonna probably get better, or whoever's throwing the ball to DK and Tyler, they're gonna be okay. Pete Carroll's system, they got to come down in the box one-on-one on the outside. So if you think DK is better than Waddle and Bateman, I ain't gonna hate on you, bro. I think DK is a good, solid player. I'm just not doing it. As far as telling guys to do that, right? I'm not going to bitch no Waddle and Bateman for DK. Ronald says Jefferson and Diggs are every week. Yes, sir. They are. Mr. Evans says Brissett or Mariota this week. Mariota. B. Silver said, hey, what up, Terry? He says, I'm 0-3 in this league. What do you consider getting rid of or getting something? Roster that down below. It says Cousins, running back, Swift, Dillon, Swift, more IU, bitch, Noah Brown. He said, what do I consider getting rid of or something? Or roster that, what do you consider getting rid of to get something? Corey Davis and Everett. Or not D. You got DJ Moore. Yeah, I would say Corey Davis. Corey Davis for sure. I think Akers is gonna be fine for you. If you can get rid of Noor, if you can get rid of Noor right now and get you a starting piece for the rest of the season, I say do that. Other than that, man, I think it's fine. But I think the first move is Corey Davis and Noah Brown. And Mr. Anderson says Mariota makes a lot of mental errors. He does, but he's safe. And Ronald said, you play your studs. Yep, always play your studs. Yep. And Nick, what's up? He said, who wins the trade? Pitts and Lawrence for Goff and Everett. Pitts and Lawrence all day. Nifty says, bench Moore for Curtis Samuel. Yes, I like Curtis Samuel, but I'm not benching no DJ. I don't know what more that is. I don't know who he's talking about on that one. So it just depends. A-Gang Rizzo said, would you drop A-Rob for Zay Jones or Dubs? Would you drop A-Rob? Yes, I would drop Allen Robinson for Zay Jones or Dubs. But if I could hold on to him, I would. But I haven't liked Allen Robinson all year, guys. And this is the thing that I always tell y'all. I got to make these decisions and I get called out about it. Not y'all, but just like, this was wrong. Guys, I would have never been on no Allen Robinson. Then you drafted him with that type of ADP. Then you have to make these type of decisions. So I would say I'm dropping him. I'm not going to hold up to him, bro. I just don't think he's going to be good enough. So if you need Romeo Dodds, that's who I would get. I would drop Allen Robinson for Romeo Dodds. Mr. Anderson says Bateman or Breach in the flex PPR. Bateman or Breach. I'm gonna stay with Bateman. I'm staying with Bateman. 619 Bigos fan. He said, "Yo, what up, bro? Hey, man, I'm thinking about benching Michael Carter for Jamal Williams. Would you do that?" Yes, sir, bro. I would do that all day. Yes, sir. And Ronald says this week I would cause Water is banged up on the short week. Okay, I would. Okay. But most week, I'm going to play Bateman and Water and DK in the flex. Yes, I agree with him 100%. And Second Take says, what up, bro? What's up with you, bro? Yep. And Josh Cole said, do you keep Jerry Jeudy and Michael Thomas and Juju on the bench or find something else for them? My starters are Hollywood, Brown, Debo, Deontay. I keep Michael Thomas on the bench. I get rid of Jerry Jeudy and Juju. I don't think Jerry Jeudy and Juju going to ever be what you think they're going to be for you. Second Take says Barkley, Kelsey, and Lamar up right now. Yeah, they are. They killing it, bro. Yes, sir. And Second Take says, everyone come in and click the like button for the bruh. Yes, sir. Let's get the likes up, guys. And Ronald says, I don't trust Michael Thomas as far as I can throw. He's burned me so many times. Yeah, but he's a great flex play. He's a better play than a lot of other plays. But I get what you're saying. And Will Hayes says, do you think Montgomery will play Sunday? No, I don't think so. And even if he does, man, I'm not starting. Khalil Herbert is the play. And he says Richie James is an ad. Yes, he is. Richie James is an ad too. I just couldn't get him in my top 5, but he's more, I was gonna say stash for longer in the season, but I didn't want to do double videos, right? So I do like Richie James too. Yep. Let's get the likes up, guys. We got 25 people in here. Let's get the likes up. I appreciate everybody being in here. This is a great fantasy football community. Nifty says DJ Moore for Samuel. Mayfield has been trash. For Debo Samuel, yes, sir. Curtis Samuel, no, I'm not making that trade. Bro, you be better off holding on for DJ Moore than trying to trade him for Curtis Samuel. I cannot tell you to do that. Not right now. I can't tell you to do that, bro. I know DJ Moore's been trash. I know he has. Ronald says, Allen Robinson was always value-based wide receivers. I have no idea why people think he is so good. Me neither. Me neither. Adrian, what's going on? Adrian, what's going on with you, bro? He says, I'm dropping Allen Robinson for Chris Olave. There you go. I think that's a good move. You listen, guys. I'm good. I can help you make a meal, but if you pick the ingredients, that's hard for me to make a good meal. So, guys, when you ask me about guys like Allen Robinson that I didn't never tell anybody to play, I don't want to be disingenuous, but that's just, I'm like, that's tough when you got to drop a guy that you took in the 3rd or 4th round for a guy that you picked up off of waiver wire, right? And I get it. I'm out. No parts of Allen Robinson. I don't care if he go for 20 or 30 points or 50 points. He's not going to be consistent. Mike says Michael Carter and Elijah Moore going to be better with Zach Wilson. I don't know about Michael Carter, but Elijah Moore definitely will be. I agree 100%. Yep. And I appreciate the guys on Facebook. We got 6 likes. Yes, sir. And the A-Gang Grizzle says, I got him in the 6, regretting I didn't grab Kirk or Gabe Davis. Okay, he said, let me see what comment. What you mean? He said, I got him in the 6, regretting I didn't grab Kirk or Gabe Davis, but we 3-0 in spite of him. I got to start Dortch behind Chase this week. That's fine. I love Dortch. Dortch is balling until D-Hop come back. Yes, sir. And Josh Gunn said, I appreciate you, Bryce. You were a hell of a running back yourself. I'm the star you this week. Hey, don't put my business out there, Josh. I didn't told the boys. They don't know. They don't know, bro. Appreciate you. And Adrian says, dropping Darrell Henderson for Khalil Herbert. Yes, if you have to. I would try to hold on to Darrell Henderson, but if you got to, yes, I think there's nothing wrong with that, bro. Yes, sir, Adrian. Yes, sir. Mr. Anderson says, what's up with Davis Mills? Bruh, I don't know, man. He's struggling. I'm going to still hold on to him. I think they can get better, right? He says, I'm debating on starting Cooks, Burks, Dortch, Dotson, Noah Brown, or Elijah Moore as my wide receiver, too. To me, man, I would go Dortch. Bruh. Yep, Dortch or Noah Brown. And Ronald says, yeah, now that Sterling Shepard is out, of course, James becomes a usable flex and a stash. I agree. He's a great stash. Yes, sir. And he's probably going to be usable flex for certain people. But who knows what happened with Wan'Dale and Kadarius. I think Kadarius and Wan'Dale are going to try to get back. And I think something's going to be – I want to wait and see, man, because this can be a special offense. These guys are very good. Kadarius and Wan'Dale is very good in open space. Josh Cole says, I have the Rams defense. Do I hold on or trade for Carolina? That defense can be stellar. I agree with you. Tomato right now, bro. I think you pick up Carolina defense and stash them because, sometimes I like holding on to defense, especially for matchups. So if you can, I try to hold on, but I can't tell you to drop the Rams defense just to go get Carolina. I don't know enough for that, bro, because the Rams defense, they still good. They got Aaron Donald. Every week, you're going to have problems going against Aaron Donald. Carolina is good, but they don't rush the passer like that. So I say hold on for Rams just for right now. But I like where you're going. The Carolina defense is going to be a top 12 defense, if you ask me. Nick Peroni, what's up, bro? Glad to see you here, bro. Great fantasy football community. He said, "Is it time to panic on DJ Moore? And is Mooney even worth stashing, bro?" I'm gonna stash Mooney, but is he worth it? Probably for your team, probably not. Probably not. I don't know what type of league you in. My league, I'm stashing Mooney. He's the number one wide receiver there. I think they get better as the season go on. You might not be able to use him for the next 3 to 4 weeks. It's just like that. But yes, it's time to panic on DJ Moore. But if you got him on your team, you got to start him. You can't bench him. You can't bench him unless you got a killer team and you picked up some killer waiver guys. Other than that, you got to roll DJ Moore. You got just hold on to him. If you can't, if you're gonna trade him, somebody want to give you some ass for him, don't do it. Don't do it. Just hold on to him. Go down with the ship if somebody gonna lowball you. And Ronald says, but once you start the draft, so that means shit. Okay, but once you start the draft, that means shit. Yeah. And Will Hayes, so would you start Herbert over Montgomery? He trying to put me in a corner. No, I'm not. But I'm not starting Montgomery. I'm not starting Montgomery. So if they say Montgomery is playing, that's not the play. I'm maybe not starting anybody. So if the coaches say that Montgomery going to be on the snap count, but Herbert's full-time go, then maybe, bro. I got to wait till like Saturday or Friday to hear what's going on. I'm just not starting Montgomery. I'm not starting. I'm not saying he suck anything. I'm just not starting. I think Herbert is the play. Ronald says, don't mean shit. Yeah. And Mr. Anderson says, Njoku and Higbee this week. Njoku for the boom and Higbee for the safe play. I'm playing Njoku everywhere I get them. I love Njoku. 619 says, Bill defense versus Baltimore or Cincy versus Miami. I'm going to say, bruh, neither one of these defenses, but because Tua could be out, I'm going to say Cincy. I'm not starting no defense against Lamar Jackson. I'm not doing it. I can't start the Bills defense against him. So I'm gonna say Cincy against Miami, and that's only because I'm cornered and you asked me to answer this question in a vacuum. So I would say Cincy, especially if Tua's out. Adrian says dropping Darrell Henderson for Madison. That's okay if you got to, bro. I would like to hold on to Darrell Henderson, but if you got to, that's fine. Madison got the sauce this week, but I don't know if he's going to start for sure. Josh Cole said, everyone picking up Dortch. He's a sleeper. Yes, sir. Dortch is the beast. Then when D-Hop comes back, I think he'll still be okay. But we have to wait and see. I think they have a lot of wide receivers that they can roll out there when D-Hop comes back and Ronald. Mr. Anderson says, appreciate it, bro. Smash the like button, y'all. Yes, sir. Let's get the likes up, guys. And Ronald says, that team seems to hate Tony. They do, bro. They do. And Nifty says, I have both DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel on my roster. Was thinking to start Samuel until Moore picks up. He says, I have both DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel on my roster. Was thinking to start Samuel until Moore picks up. That's fine. If you both, yes, that's fine. That's fine. I love the way you giving me some context. Because you're not just saying I'm benching DJ Moore. You got him. You saying I got Curtis Samuel. I'm just going to roll Curtis Samuel out there. That's fine. If that's your decision, bro, that's fine. Adrian said Jalen Hurts, Alvin Kamara, AJ Dillon, Jamar Chase, Michael Pittman, Rashad Bateman, and Darren Waller, Eagles D, and Eric McFishin, Cam Akers, Singletary, Allen Robinson, and Jacoby Myers, Derrick Henderson. Kiss. I'm 0-3. Yeah, bro. Hey, you just got to keep working that waiver wire, bro. That's all we can do. And Josh says DJ Moore is a stud, but Baker is playing like a joke right now. I'm hoping he gets it together soon. Yes, I agree. He's got to get more comfortable with the offense. That's all what it's about, bro. He's got to get more comfortable with the offense. I think DJ Moore will be solid. He's a good talent. That's all you can do. You can't try to just bench him for anybody because you can be, you can make the wrong decision and then he goes off and you're like, you didn't have him that long. I don't play fantasy that way. I start my studs. It's just that simple. Then if I don't want to start him, I move on from him and I just put him down on my bench and I got another play. It's not even a question to me. That's why sometimes it's hard for me to answer y'all questions because I'm like, but I get it though. I get it. Let me see. Will Hayes says pick 3 wide receivers: Mike Evans, Chase, St. Brown, Keenan Allen. Okay, pick 3. Let me see. It's gonna be St. Brown, Mike Evans, and Chase. He says pick 2 running backs: Josh Jacobs, Stevenson, Herbert, Melvin Gordon, Montgomery. If Montgomery doesn't play, Herbert and I'm gonna go with Melvin Gordon. I mean, not Melvin Gordon. I'm sorry, Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson. I'm gonna go with Herbert and Ramondre Stevenson. That's if Montgomery doesn't play. And Ronald says, I still like DJ Moore, and I think Baker is significantly better than Darnold. I do too. I think DJ Moore is going to be okay. I understand you might have to put him on your bench right now. Ronald says, we saw how great DJ Moore can be with Teddy Bridgewater in the first 5 with Darnold last year. He will be fine. I agree with you, Ronald. I agree. And Matthew says, do you think I could pull off a trade of Michael Carter and DJ Moore for Kareem Hunt and Jamal Williams? Yeah. I don't know. Because Jamal Williams got the sauce right now, man. So probably not. He said, I have Smith, so Jamal Williams will have pretty important to me. You probably like to give up something more, but it's worth a try, Matthew. It's worth a try. That's a great question. It's worth a try. Rendon, what's up, bro? Rendon says, trade Pierce for J.K. Dobbins? No, don't trade Pierce. You hold on to Pierce. Don't trade him for J.K. Dobbins. Damian Pierce is going to be a top 12 potential RB. Mr. Anderson says, Dortch or Dobbs? Who you swapping up first? Dortch. I'm getting Dortch first. Josh Cohn says, who would you prefer as your quarterback 2, Dak or Goff? Goff. As in right now, Goff. And Rendon says, also I have Logan, Thomas, and Knox. Should I pick up Njoku or Conklin and drop Logan Thomas? I would pick up Njoku. Can't figure out this tight end position. I'm getting Njoku all day. It's that simple. I will hold on to Knox and Njoku, and I would drop Logan Thomas and Conklin. Or I can hold on to Conklin if you want, but Njoku and Knox is the guys. Ronald says, great 0-3 team. You'll be fine. I was 0-4 last year and came in second. Yes, sir. So that's why you don't worry about that. You don't worry about that, man. Sometimes fantasy, you can go 0-5 and you can still win. That's why you got to keep working the waiver wire, guys. And again, guys, when you name the whole team on YouTube, I'm going to glance over it. I just don't have the time to go and read the whole thing. And I'm sorry. That's why, guys, I have OnlyFans for that. So I apologize to anybody in the future. He says Dak for sure. I can't do that, man. I don't like the way he's playing. I'm gonna go with Goff. I'm just gonna go with Goff, and I could be terribly wrong. I just don't think Dak's gonna be the player that y'all want him to be, especially with the thumb injury. Kevin says, TD, what's good, bro? What's good with you, bro? Yep. So let me talk about some other players, guys. So, guys, Joe Flacco. I told some people that I was playing him on the Jets. I was totally wrong. I apologize to anybody that played Joe Flacco. I was totally off on that one. So I wanted to talk about that. So I'm not starting him anymore. And I think Zach Wilson's coming back this week. And he's not going to hold on to the job. If he'd have played really good this week, he could have held on to the job. That's just my 2 cents. Next, guys, is Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert, guys, I told people that I was playing him. I did. I still like him. I still think he's a great stash. But Chase Edmonds right now, if he's healthy, you got to roll him out there over Raheem Mostert. You can't start Raheem. I think Raheem Mostert is going to be good going forward, though. I'm stashing. I think he's a great stash. Next, guys, is another great stash. And I'm kind of talking about some stashes right now because I want to give y'all some context on waiver day. But Velus Jones, they need wide receivers. Velus Jones is going to help this offense out. So when he gets healthy, guys, make sure you have Velus Jones on your team. He's a great stash. Next is Kadarius Toney. He's a great stash. They need a wide receiver, guys. We know how talented Kadarius is. I don't know what the hell is going on with him. But I'm still stashing him until I hear something where he's just never going to play with this team. Next is Wan'Dale Robinson. Those are 2 counterparts. They're 2 teammates. I like both of these guys. I think both of these guys are going to be solid. So you got to figure out. I'm holding on to both of them to find out which one is going to boom on the Giants this year. Both of them going to be fine going forward with me. This is not Donna's. This is redraft. So I'm talking redraft right now. So I say hold on to both of them if you can to find out which one is going to take over this offensive role. Next guy is Treylon Burks. Hey, this team, they're trying to move forward. I think they need Treylon to start being a boom guy in order for this team to grow. They need Derrick Henry is not the boom guy like he was 2 years ago. They need Treylon Burks to come in and help do that. Next guys is Julio Jones. Guys, if he's healthy this week, you need a guy to play. I think he's a great flex guy. That's all. I think he's a stash guy too. Next guys is Michael Gallup. He's coming off injury. He didn't play yesterday, but he's going to play going forward. So as in 2 to 3 weeks, I'm not even talking about that. Forget that. With Cooper Rush, I think Michael Gallup will be fine. Next guys for quarterback, if you struggling in quarterback, a guy that you can stash and his time might come up is Malik Willis. Ryan Tannehill is safe. If this team get behind and they're not going to make the playoffs, Malik Willis is going to come in and his legs, that's going to give you a great floor. Next guys is Chase Edmonds. And I want to talk about Chase Edmonds where he's the play over Raheem Mostert. So that's guys. I think you just keep rolling him out there. This offense is so good, even though he's not really good in the green zone. I think this offense is so good that they're gonna find ways to get him in the green zone, get him in the red zone, and get him to score. Even though he's not a bell cow running back like I like, so I had to make sure I told y'all about that because I told y'all Sunday I don't like Chase Edmonds the way he's used. But I stand corrected. Next guys is Jalen Tolbert. Guys, I think he's going to have a chance to grow into a role. I think that he's going to be the third or fourth wide receiver, and he's going to have some value with Cooper Rush there. So I don't think Dak is coming back as soon as he think he is because Jerry Jones is the final decision maker. So I think Cooper Rush and Jalen Tolbert is going to build an okay chemistry. So this is just a stash guy. All right, let me see what's going on in the comment section. Josh says, I'm thinking about dropping Judy for Dubs. Yes, I worry Judy ends up breaking out for Wilson. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I think Dobbs is the guy. I think out of those two guys, Dobbs is the guy. Ronald says Conklin is a flash in the pan. Don't give him anything for him. That's what I believe. I know a lot of people are, why you say nothing about Conklin? I just think he's a flash. I think this is a wide receiver-based running back team. I don't think Conklin's just there just to give them another body. That's just me. Ronald says, I think it's too early to give up on Judy. No way he's your worst player. See, that's why I get context. On my teams, he is. I don't have no Judys on my team. So that's why. So Ronald's right. If you drafted this guy in the third or fourth round, you crazy to drop him. But like I said, I got to answer your questions. I'm not going to tell you to hold on to Judy because I don't think he's really good enough. I think there's other guys that you can find. I'd rather play Noah Brown over Judy. But Ronald's right. To hold on to him for his draft capital, I'm definitely would if I drafted him in the third round, but I didn't draft him anywhere. So I'm telling people I'm not that high on him. You know, that's just me. JC says Conklin might be the most consistent tight end right now. Yes, definitely worried about Zachary, but he's very safe option and a safe, solid floor. Yeah, like I said, man, there's a lot of tight ends. I'd rather have David Njoku. I think David Njoku could have been picked him up. So Conklin, to have to go get a guy like Conklin, I feel you. If you waited and you streaming tight ends. And Dean James says, Ramondre over Pierce or Dillon? No. I'm not starting Ramondre over Pierce or Dillon. Again, I think it's too cute. I do too. Pierce and Dillon are getting a lot of carries. I can't do that. Ronald says Burks could be what A.J. Brown was to them. He will get better, and as better as the season progresses. I agree 100%. And Jesus Christ of the league, what's going on with you, bro? Glad you subscribed here. Hopefully, bro. This is a great fantasy football community. He says, should I feel good about starting Jeff Wilson if Cook is out? Yes, Jeff Wilson is going to be fine. And Ronald says, I have Mostert, and you can never count on them because the Miami running backs are so game script dependent. It's hard to count on them, so they are like bye week injury fillers at best. I agree with him 100%. Ronald's right. And Njoku, because they tagged him, that says that the offense will be built and include him. Now, they gave him a bag too, bro. They gave him $50 million too. So that's why I believe in him. And also, guys, I'm going to talk about Trevor Lawrence. Guys, go get Trevor Lawrence. This is the time to go get him. He's ready to go for the uptick. So this is the time to go to buy low or whatever you need to do, whatever you call it. I think he might not be the buy low, but I still think it's worth it going to get him to trade the capital to go get him if you need a quarterback, especially in Dynasty. Redraft, if he's on the waivers, you got to go pick him up. Next guy is Devin Singletary. Guys, I had Devin Singletary start in a couple leagues, and in a couple leagues I didn't, and that's my fault. I've been on Devin Singletary. He is what he is to this offense. When it comes down to this offense, the guy that I want to start as in right now is Devin Singletary. But I do think James Cook, which I do have on this list, will be growing into a role too. So I like Devin Singletary, and I like James Cook going in the future for the Buffalo's offense. Next, guys, is Claypool, and I like him for when Kenny Pickett takes over. Deontay, all these weapons, when Kenny Pickett gets in there, these weapons going to be fine. They're not going to be great, but they're going to be fine. Next is Drake London, guys. Right now, I would take Mike Williams and trade him to go trade that person to go get Drake London. Mike Williams and Drake London. If you got Mike Williams, go get Drake London. Drake London is going to be really good. He can end up being the #1 rookie wide receiver, guys. Next is Allen Lazard, guys. I think you need to go buy low on Allen Lazard. I think Allen Lazard is going to be hitting. I think he's really good. He's their touchdown guy for Green Bay. I think he can have 10 plus receiving touchdowns. Next, guys, is Cam Akers. I think this is the time to go buy low on Cam Akers. I think as the season goes on, Cam Akers is going to get goal line carries on this team. So, yes, go buy low on Cam Akers. And next, guys, is Darnell Mooney. Now, listen, I've been off on him, but I think this is a chance to go buy real low, especially in Dynasty. You can give up a 5th or 4th round pick for him. So go buy low on Darnell Mooney and just stash him. If you 3-0, go get Darnell Mooney and stash him on your team, and then you got a #1 wide receiver get ready to grow into a role as the season go on, right? So yeah, that's what I would say about that, guys. Let me see how many people else. Let me see. He said I have one. Okay, yep, I did that one already. And he says, you think Garrett Wilson still going to get the same targets with Wilson? I don't think so. I think it's going to be some going to be going to Elijah Moore. West 305, what's up, bro? He said, I lost 152 to 151. Wow. Shaking my head. It's like that sometimes, bro. It's like that sometimes. And Ronald says, Trevor Lawrence was the undisputed #1 dynasty pickup like a year ago. It's crazy how fast people turn on him like a joke, like Irv Smith as a coach. Yep. Brett S says, what's good, bro? 3-0 so far with your cutting-edge content. Thank you, bro. But do you like Sutton more than Marquise Brown this week? No, I'm going to go with Marquise Brown this week. I know Sutton is the #1, but I got to go with that volume of that offense. I love the Arizona, how they play, no matter if they win or lose. So I'm going to say Marquise Brown. Half PPR, woo. I mean, in half PPR, man, you could go Sutton. You could go Sutton, man, but it's close. But in half-point PPR, I go Sutton. Ronald said Doug Peterson was a quarterback, and he would get Lawrence playing like a talent. Yep, he knows how to coach quarterbacks. And Trevor Lawrence on the waivers, but I have Josh Allen. His bye isn't till week 7. Still picking him up now. That's a great job. That's how you think down the line, Dean James. Yep. And Trey S says, morning, bro. Anytime, bro. He says, full PPR. Thank you. He says, start 2. A-Rob, Kareem Hunt, Michael Thomas, Olave, ETN, or Devonte Smith. He says, start 2. Devonte Smith. I'm going to go with Devonte Smith and Kareem Hunt. Devonte Smith and Kareem Hunt. Yep. And Mr. Anderson says Sutton or Higgins. You got to go with T. Higgins. That's a top talent. I like Olave too, man. I almost said Olave, bro, but I got to go with. I had to give him the safe floor with Kareem Hunt. Yes, sir. Let me see if there's anything, guys. All right, guys, I guess so. I'm going to see you. If y'all have any more questions, I'll sit around. Guys, make sure you hit the like button before you get out of here. Make sure you share the content. And CHB says, I picked up Romeo Dodds right before the game. I got both him and Christian Watson on the bench, ready to go. By the way, my receivers are now Tyreek, Amon-Ra, Scary Terry, and Hollywood. I love it. That's how you move on the waivers, right before the game start. Stash guys. That way you ain't got to bid on them if somebody get hurt. That's a great job, bro. Yes, sir. Yep, guys. Make sure you get the likes up, guys. And I got my homie CHB. He says, I think I'm going to run it back again and start both Patriots running backs feeling risky. I like that. I like the way you squeeze in that backfield. I think that's a great idea. Yes, sir. Yep. So guys, I see we got 26 likes. I appreciate everybody being in here. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, and I'm gonna try to go live and do some early starts and sits for you guys. So guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be safe. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.